This is Gradasky of We Are Change that are reporting to you here in Manila, Philippines, and obviously everyone has heard the tragic breaking news of a Russian civilian aircraft that has crashed inside of Egypt. 224 people are dead, and it is the worst aircraft disaster in Russian history. Who did this? Who is responsible? How did it happen? And why is the US and Russia in a proxy war in the Middle East that could possibly lead to World War III? We're going to find out in this video. Now, as we're speaking, ISIS has taken responsibility for this attack. There's three possible outcomes here. ISIS could be lying, they could have had a bomb on board, or they shot the aircraft down. Now let's look at the evidence. What kind of weapons does it take to shoot down an aircraft that is flying 30,000 feet up in the air? And if you look at that, it's weapons like the SA-2 and the S-75 missile systems that you could see the Free Syrian Army actually capturing inside of Syria. As we know, the FSA actually works closely with ISIS in the region. When we look at the map, when we look at the Sinad region here where this crash happened, it is actually a hotbed for radical Islamic terrorists, and ISIS does operate in the region. If you look at Egypt's neighbor, Libya, the country that the United States and NATO have bombed and overthrown and destroyed, it has also become a hotbed for radical Islamic terrorists, and they have also taken control of similar systems to shoot down aircraft 30,000 feet up in the air. There's actually a new video that just came out right now reportedly showing this aircraft being shot down. This video is from ISIS, but it has not been verified in any way, shape, or form. The Russians are answering back saying that they are skeptical that ISIS was responsible for this crash. Now, this is the breaking news that many people are not talking about, that they're not connecting the dots on. U.S. Senator John McCain, who has been a staunch opponent of Assad, has said this days before this horrible incident.
No, but I might do what we did in Afghanistan many years ago to give those guys the ability to shoot down those planes. That equipment is available.
Who would be shooting them down?
The Free Syrian Army?
Obviously, this is nothing new to the United States, who have been covertly funding the Taliban in the 80s to defeat the Russians by giving them specific weapons to take down their aircraft. This is nothing new here in any way, shape, or form. Now, who does the United States, especially John McCain, support in Syria? People from the Free Syrian Army. If we look at one of the lead guys of the FSA, you could see him here with the U.S. ambassador to Syria. This is what he had to say when he was asked about ISIS.
علاقتك مع دولة الإسلام في العراق والشام
جيدة. أنا علاقتي مع الأخوة في دولة العراق والشام بالتأكيد تواصل شبه يومي أنا والأخوة في دولة العراق والشام.
يقال بأن
لحل هذه الخلافات.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. نحمد الله عز وجل على هذه النصر. قامت فصائل كثير ومن بينهم دولة الإسلام في العراق والشام، أبطال دولة الإسلام في العراق والشام. وتم فتح مطار منغ العسكري.
To make things worse, President Barack Obama, who has sworn 16 times that he will never put boots on the ground in Syria, has just put boots on the ground to train, advise, and assist the rebels that are fighting against Assad and the Russians. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Any small accident could cause a head-on collision between these two major superpowers, causing the next world war. This could lead to a direct head-on collision between Russia and the United States. If you look at the Russian assault in Syria against ISIS, it is scaring the crap out of many military experts because Russia is showing capabilities that no one has expected them to even have. Russia's military might is a lot stronger than we even expected as the United States. The Russian foreign minister is making statements well aware of everything that the United States has been secretly doing to overthrow Assad, saying that the United States is sparking a proxy war between these two major superpowers. A congresswoman is pleading with the CIA and the US government to stop funding extremists in that region just to get rid of Assad, because it is illegal to overthrow a government that we are not in charge of. To make the situation even crazier, the UN General Secretary is siding with Russia, telling the United States to get out of Syria and to stop causing more conflicts. And as we reported to you many times beforehand, the United States, directly and indirectly, with its allies, has been funding, creating, growing, and arming ISIS in the region. The situation could get out of hand at any moment, not only between Russia and the United States with their proxy wars, with their soldiers on the ground in the same country fighting against each other, but also with Egypt. What's stopping Russia from bombing ISIS terrorists in Egypt right now? And it's nothing, because right now they have the justification to do so, and the situation is extremely scary. Obviously, we're in an extremely dangerous situation with these two major superpowers fighting against each other in the same country. This is not only a proxy war, but could lead to a hot war at any moment, and no one on the mainstream media is talking about this. They're talking about fluff, so you don't actually pay attention, so you don't actually get involved, so you don't actually try to stop the horrible things that are happening in this world. The power to change things is within you. Get this video out there to all your friends. Share this information. The sources are in the description below, so you can fact check yourself. If you enjoyed it, share it. Thank you for supporting real independent media.